Coming up on the next episode. Good morning, YouTube, here on this Friday. This is the Friday Flap, and we are back in the on the computer at the Derry, New Hampshire intersection here that I've used before. I thought we would check this out because I heard last night there was supposed to be a winter storm in the area. Now, I may be wrong, but I thought it would be a little worse than this. I think it's more localized. For those of you up in the Northeast, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. But I think it was more localized to certain areas that would get the worst weather. Some was just getting rain. Obviously, I don't know. I guess it looks like rain here. It could have been snow and just melted. I don't know. But anywho, that's what we're doing today. I had debated on whether or not to do this at all because of all the videos I've been putting up. But what I decided was to do this because I have a problem with something I'm working on, and I need to address that today. I didn't stay up, but I was thinking about this last night in bed. After I did the video that I did for Monday, which I'm going to redo because I don't like the way it came out and some other reasons. But so basically, I know you guys are probably not, I'm wondering what I'm talking about, but it's the high voltage DC power supply, high voltage filter network or circuit. I redid the wires on that like I said I was going to, but I'm still not happy with it. I'm going to flash some pictures up here in the, I'll do that in post because I can't very well break into this because I'm screen capturing this. But I will add a picture of the filter network, and while it's very nice and compact, but that is part of the problem. In fact, it's all the problem. For that high a voltage, on the DC side, it may get up to 660 volts. I don't know for sure, but it's just too close together in there. Everything, if there's going to be any arcing going on, that's where it would be on the circuit board itself. In fact, that perf board is not a good choice at all because of those little traces that they put on there are just so close together on the perf board that I don't think it's really made for that kind of voltage. So I'm going to completely redo that, and I'm going to do that today while I'm sitting here in my chair, redesign it. And I probably will 3D print it and do it that way because that's just the easiest way for me to do that. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. But in the meantime, I thought, well, we take a look at the traffic here. Traffic seems to be flowing very, very nicely here at this intersection. Like I said, I think some of you guys up there got the snow. I heard up to 10 inches possible. Now, I don't know if that actually occurred or not, but some of you can speak up, I'm sure, and let me know. I debated on whether to do this live or not, but I'm not obviously doing it live. It's Memorex. I woke up before 7 this morning, and sometimes that happens. I didn't go to bed till it was almost midnight. In fact, it may have been after midnight, but still, sometimes I get up a little earlier because when you wake up and it's daylight out, and it's kind of hard to go back to sleep then. So, that's the way I look at it anyway. So like I said, that's what's going on today. Nothing. I was gonna go out in the car, but it's I think 39 out there right now, and I don't know. I'm in my I won't say summer mode, but I'm in my springtime mode, and 39 doesn't agree with that. I mean, I know that's a springtime temperature, really, but I think I'm thinking warmer. Warmer is better, and I'm sitting here under my blanket, my heated blanket. Uh, so that's I've got an extra shirt on, and again, it's I've got the heat on in the house. It's up to 68, but I think it was 66 when I got up. But I like to knock that chill off in the mornings when I get up, and that's why I turned it up to 68. Just let it run a little bit, warm up a little bit, and while I'm under my blanket, I've got my noodles here steeping. I think I'm gonna put some what do you call it on those and partake of those while I'm talking. If you guys don't mind, I'm sure you probably won't even notice. But if you hear that noise, that's my flavor packet for the noodles. Chicken flavor today. And let me get that opened up. Start peppering it onto the noodles itself. And we'll get those mixed up in there. They've gotten all fattened up now from sitting there in the hot water. And that's looking good. Gotta love the noodles. Yes, we do. You won't see this till Monday, but I got the Westinghouse H204 radio in yesterday in the mail. They brought it to the door because it was too big to fit in the parcel locker. But I put that up on the bench, and we went through that, and I won't spoil the surprise, but we did look at that radio a little more in depth, kind of like I did with the Packard Bell, which you'll see Sunday. Now I did that already too. I decided to make, if I'm going to make any extra videos, they're videos I'll probably make during the week because I don't do a lot on the weekends. That really, if I make them before that and post them on the weekend or whatever. But I did one for Saturday and Sunday this week, and that's what I'm saying. I've done so much video that I really debated on whether or not to even do the Friday flat. But I wanted to go over this problem with that high voltage filter and my solution to that. Like I said, I'm going to work on that today. That's something that's enjoyable for me to do, sitting here in my chair, designing things in Tinkercad. You know how I like that. And this is going to be something that will be beneficial, I believe, to the MFP itself, because I had a feeling, and I was talking to Bob about it. He said, yeah, I kind of saw that and didn't know how it was going to react with that kind of voltage. And so, but like I say, I did change the wires, and that part of it was good. But inside that little box, if you looked at the picture I'm going to pop up, it is very, very compact in there, and that circuit board is just too close together. All those little traces, and instead of doing like I should have done, I put the diodes as close as possible on the rectifier, and so that's not good. Everything's just all tightened together there. I got up to 300 volts with no problem the other day when I was playing with it, but I just don't trust it. I mean, at any time you could hear a snap or something like that, and I just don't want to. I just don't want it that way. So I've decided not to do it that way. But anyway, like I said, that's another story. Like I said, I was going to go out in the car. I started to talk about this, but then we got on the weather again. That's the reason I didn't go out, because it's so cold, or well, not cold. My granddaughter comes in, Lexi. She comes in and says, "Oh, it's so cold out there." And my feeling is, well, what are you going to do when it does get cold? Because this is spring. This is spring weather, typical. Um, High 30s, low 40s. I mean, especially in the mornings. So that's normal. Um, so like I said, it's just to me though, if you're going to go out and do something in the car, I know the heater works and everything like that, but I just you don't want to sit there with the car running while you're doing all this talking, and so I didn't do that. So we did this instead. Um, just like I say, that's what I had on my mind all night last night. Was that every time I would wake up or turn over or whatever, I would start thinking about that again and got into it. Let me take a bite of these noodles because they're just calling my name. And you guys, anybody that eats ramen noodles knows they are so good. They are just I don't know. Oh, I did order my groceries last night. Not last night, yesterday. Walmart, and I'll pick those up today. I think my time slot is between 1 and 2. Which is my normal time slot I choose. I just that's the best time for me to go somewhere like that is at that time. So I will pick them. I actually got a little extra this time. I I don't know. I just it's just not good to do grocery shopping when you're hungry. I've always been told that, and I believe it. So I think I end up spending close to $100. Of course, having the money, extra money, that helps too. But I'm not saying nothing I bought will go to waste. So it will all be used. The food I buy is the type of food that can be saved. In fact, I got some bowls, resealable bowls to do cooking in, and they're microwave bowls that you can cook in and store in, and so that will be okay. And I've wanted those for a while because some of the meals I've been planning on doing and stuff like that are taking. Um, they're taxing my current bowl system. My noodle bowl is what I've been using to cook a lot of things in, and it's just not big enough for some things to do. And some of the casseroles that I'm making and things like that, which I've been trying to eat more stuff like that, and and then I also bought deli meat, chicken and ham this time. So, looks like we had something excitement going on up there. It's going the other way though. So, uh, like I said, so this time I got that, and then I haven't had sandwiches for a while. I like sandwiches once in a while, and so I've had that, and got that going, and that'll be good. But anywho, that's one of the things I've got to do today is pick that up. I've got drugs to pick up at CVS. I have to do that while I'm out and get that done. No other plans to go anywhere that I know of. Some of you guys, I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but Mom had a setback. She is currently in the hospital in Madison, and she had the way I understand it, my sister kind of tells me these things. Like, looks like it's a fire call going out there. See the fire engines going out. But my sister explained it to me that I guess the nursing home is not taking care of it. She has a catheter in because she has all kinds of bladder problems, things like that. And so I guess they weren't taking care of that. And she has another severe UTI. So she is in the hospital, and I guess the hospital's a little upset with the nursing home, and I don't know, it's things going on, and my sister's of course upset. I'm upset too, but I tend not to get involved in stuff like that. It's because my sister's the one that has the power of attorney and stuff like that, and she takes care of that stuff. And so anyway, I haven't heard from her. I think it's been a couple of days now since this happened. So hopefully everything is fine. But obviously I'm not going to see her this week. Like I said, I don't know what's going on there, but that's weighing on my mind always, as as everything else. But so I have no plans at all to go there this week, which would have been yesterday, is when I would have went. But if anybody was wondering about that, that's what the deal is on that. I'm not sure what I was going to say. Something else about the masks. One of the things I ordered, it came with a mask. What's the deal with everybody providing masks? Well, the mask that they provided was broke. One of the ear strings or whatever they call them things was broke, and so that was kind of a worthless addition, I guess. But anyway, the whole COVID thing is really getting old. You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, obviously, we're having to still deal with it, but it's just getting really too much. They go down, they go up, they go down, they go up. And some of the states relax their restrictions, and then when the cases spike, they're right back in the restrictions again, which makes no sense to me. Why not leave the restrictions in place until a time when you think more like it's gonna not go back again? And I realize nobody has a crystal ball as far as that's concerned. You still, people in the know should know better than to just the first little relaxation in the spiking. Is not a good indication of time to relax the restrictions. And I don't like the restrictions myself, but at the same time, you got to do what you got to do to get rid of this thing. I mean, the vaccinations are helping, obviously, but until everybody is vaccinated, I mean, that's you gotta keep the restrictions in place, I guess. But I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is. I guess people they're doing the best they can. I don't know. But it's just getting old to me. I mean, the whole thing is just, I want it to be over with, and just tired of dealing with it. So, I want to take my trip. I want to, there's things I want to do, and you can't do them with this stuff going on. I mean, I guess you could do them, but I wouldn't enjoy them. I wouldn't, anyway. Having to wear a mask everywhere you go, that's just, I'm over the mask completely. I mean, obviously, I'll wear it if I have to, but I don't really want to do that. So, so here I sit, basically, is what I'm saying. So that's my thoughts on that. I mean, I understand it is what it is and stuff like that, but at the same time, I just want it to be over with. And I know everybody kind of feels that way, I'm sure, but really nothing we can do about it other than do what we're told and go from there. And I know a lot of the. I think I mentioned this already. The Kentucky legislature had overruled their governor for the mask mandate. So I don't know. It seems to be the way things are going. Obviously, a certain group of people think the masks are not necessary, and government should not be allowed to mandate that. And I agree with that. But at the same time, for public health and good of the public health, or whatever you want to say, I think the government has to do something like that. It's a case of you do if you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It's just one of those things, because everybody's not going to agree. We're U.S. citizens, and we tend to have our own opinions on everything, and they don't often agree with other opinions of U.S. citizens. And so here we are. You live in a free society, and that's what happens because everybody has their own idea on how things should be, and you have rules and regulations you go by, and I think everybody should abide by them, obviously. But at the same time, are those constitutional? So there's a lot to consider on this whole thing. So, like I say, that's is what it is. Again, I'm not going to say too much more about it, but I just wish it was over with and we could get back to normal, or what's conceived as normal, I guess. Um, I'm jabbering here. I want to get my noodles. My noodles are getting cold, and I don't really feel like sitting there eating noodles while I'm talking because it really doesn't come over the voice very well. And so I think I'm going to end this here. Kind of an abbreviated version, I guess, of the Friday Flap. Just wanted to kind of go over what I was planning on this power supply filter circuit. And I think once I get through with this, I'll obviously make a video on that and show you what I came up with. But the solution I come up with will probably be 3D printed, and we'll go from there. But I still haven't got it straight in my mind. Like I said, every time I would wake up last night, I would think about it a little bit more and think about how to do it. But nothing was making good sense about what I was coming up. I actually, if I had terminal strips, the right size and right type, that's probably what I would have done, is just use terminal strips. And in other words, like point-to-point wiring instead of the circuit board, because I think the point-to-point would have been better. So, I'm still open to that. I've got some ideas on that too. But anyway, that's going to do my whole assertion here of this morning and my Friday Flap. You guys, in the meantime, have a great day. I'll probably just go ahead and put this up, and pretty much as it is, I'll put some pictures in with it. But you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.